you have two ways to add a location. One is to select from the drop down, and you'll see on each location drop down you have a list of all the locations associated with your organization. But there will also be times when we might need to add a new location, and underneath each drop down you'll see add new location. So we'll just click on that, and this is going to take me into this little form here. So this uses Google to search. I'm just going to put an address in here. I'm going to type in an address, and I'm going to search, and that takes me to this location, and I can just zoom in if I want to and check that's the one that I meant to use. And I'm going to give that a name here. So I've now given it a name. That's what I'm going to see in the drop down. I have added this address here, and you'll also see that this address appears down underneath. You can edit this if you want later on, but it then just gives me an address that I can read if I needed to go into the records just to check. Otherwise it would be a lat and long. So once I'm done with that, I'm going to save the location, and you'll see now that when I go to my drop down that my new location has been added there. So that's the first way to add a location. However, I also have another option, which is add a location using a lat and long. So again, I go into add new location, I click and I come up with the same screen, but this time I'm going to add a lat and long and use that to plot a location. So what I've done here is a couple of things. There's not an address I can use for this, so a street address isn't going to help me find the location. I can get the lat and long and drop that on. I've given it a name, and that location name is what I'll find in the drop down. But then I've also given it an address so that if I see this, I can tell straight away where it is roughly. So although there's no street address, I know it's in Blenheim, New Zealand, and that's going to take me pretty close to where I want to be. So again, I can save the location, click on the list, and that is there. So that is how you can access your locations and add new locations in Decider.